Hello and welcome to the PC gaming show Most Wanted, powered by Intel.
Host
I'm your
and
host,
gamer.
Frankie Ward, streaming to you from the Churchill War Rooms,
Gamer.
London's underground
Not just a
government
host,
command bunker
a gamer.
built back in World War II. But why the fortified venue? Well, today we are doing the world's most dangerous work, putting numbers on video games. Maybe you've noticed there are a lot of video games lately. That's why over the next hour and a half of previews and exclusive reveals, we'll be counting down the definitive ranking of unreleased PC games as selected by The Council, PC Gamer's own hand-picked panel of more than 70 industry experts. We've tasked legendary game developers, accessibility experts, game critics, and content creators with choosing which games of tomorrow deserve your attention today. We tallied up those votes to build the Most Wanted, the top 25 upcoming PC games chosen by the
Am I in the
finest
council?
minds in
So,
video games. But we didn't
I'll go ahead and
stop
say it.
there.
Funny story.
We
They
traveled
asked me to be
around
on the
the world
council,
to meet
but I
with
didn't
developers
understand
in
what it
their
was, so I
studios,
declined.
gathering first-hand info from the minds behind the games we want most.
I didn't quite
We'll be airing
understand
those
what it
interviews
was,
throughout the show.
but if
And
I did, I
that's
probably
on
would have said yes.
This entire
And,
show is a showcase
may
of
work with them in the
games we
future,
think we'll
but
be
yeah.
talking about in the near future.
Whoops.
We'll also highlight games on the PC Gaming Show wishlist, bringing you even more reveals. And
There's a little
new trailers.
confusion with it. Yeah.
Let's kick things off with the number 25 game on the Most Wanted list, Still Wakes the Deep. I mean, what better setting for our first game than a collapsing oil rig off the Scottish coast haunted by an otherworldly
Oh,
monster?
we've heard of this game. Okay.
This psychological horror game features 0 weapons, but I'm sure the protagonist will be totally fine. From the Chinese room, the studio behind Dear Esther and Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, this is one of
And
only
the
2
new
horror games
vampire
in our
game.
countdown.
Number 25. Still Wakes the Deep.
Hey there, PC Gaming Show. My name's Jason Graves, and I'm super excited to be able to officially announce that I'm the music composer for Chinese Room's Still Wakes the Deep. The Chinese Room has a history of incredible music in their games, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
We knew very quickly that we wanted to work with Jason because we're not only doing scary music, we're not only trying to scare the player, there's other emotions we're also trying to evoke. So we needed someone who could walk that very fine line that we're trying to achieve. Yeah.
I can be scary all day, and that's fun. But what really makes it fun, I think, is that combination of emotional and scary, because one sort of feeds the other. The setting of the rig in the
This game
middle
looks
of the
fun.
ocean
Looking forward to
felt
this
like
one.
the score needed to be sort of smaller and dialed in. We sort of split the sounds of the score in half, and one half of the score, we've got live strings and live woodwinds. You can't replace live players. These players are fantastic, and it's about the emotion and the humanity. The other half of the score is a synthesizer and an actual sound sculpture that was built specifically for the score. I've got a friend who literally is a metal artist, and he ended up creating a sculpture which he affectionately named The Rig. Every surface of it can be tapped, bowed, scraped, or rubbed, and it makes all these different sounds. And they are about as non-human.
That's actually
and
awesome. The hell, dude?
Non-emotionally tender or sensitive as you can get. It's the opposite end of the spectrum.
It's an emotionally
cool.
complex game, and I think the music is able to reflect this with the use of these several different families of instruments.
And this game, I think, is going to be another fantastic entry in the Chinese Room catalog.
Cool. Yep, already sold on that one. We're gonna get release dates? I hope so.
Our list of most wanted games on PC was voted for by a hand-picked panel of more than 70 industry experts we inducted into a not-so-secret society called The Council. Let's hear from some of them.
It is I, Miss Mika, the Bane of Melania. I am a member of the council.
My name is Marina Hallikainen. I'm from Colossal Order.
My name is Chris Barassa. I'm the creative director at Red Hook Studios. I'm here to reveal that in addition to being a little sunburnt, I'm a member of the council.
I voted strongly for Tiny Glade in Dragon's Dogma 2.
Hey, I'm Jessica Klein from Blackbird Interactive, and I'm one of the voters who helped select the games in the PC gaming show Most Wanted.
Hello, my name is Esfand, and I'm a member of the council.
And who is on this mysterious council?
Hey, Sid Meier!
It could be anyone. Even Sid Meier.
I
That's
got
actually
an
awesome.
Illuminati-style cloak to prove it.
What a legend. I know, right?
Number 24, Sword of the Sea. Games have a special capacity for movement, for empowering us to move in ways that are graceful or athletic or
Is this
physically
Journey by
impossible.
Tony Hawk?
In this game's case, you're hoverboarding across magical, otherworldly terrain. And if anyone can turn gliding on a magic sword into an experience of meditative wonder, it's the visual and musical artists behind Abzu and Journey.
Dwarf Fortress
There
is
you go.
a PC
Okay.
classic, famous as a factory of unforgettable stories. After releasing way back in 2006, Dwarf Fortress finally migrated to Steam 1 year ago. Soon, the masterpiece of sandbox simulation is expanding even further with a revival of its celebrated roguelike game mode. Fresh from the mountain homes, here's an exclusive first look at the return of Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode.
Hi, this is Tarn and Zach, the creators of Dwarf Fortress. Here we're in this cool fortress with the dwarf Vukar working on an artifact, and he's made Kasha Zunal a gold ring for his family. But now I'm going to retire this fort because I want to hold this ring in my own hand.
What?
I can make a character in adventure mode, anyone I want, even a whole party. Let's take this one. We can explore sites, fight monsters, join a faction, or go off to an old fortress to steal our ring. I've arrived with my hippo friend. We're pretending we belong here, sneaking down into the darkness. And there's the workshop. Let's grab the ring. There's a huge map to explore. Adventure mode is a great
No, I didn't
way
know this
to
was a thing.
experience the world of Dwarf Fortress.
So that's like
Dwarf
you're a
Fortress's
person
adventure
or a
mode
small
will venture
party and you
forth
get to
in the
just
second quarter of
sandbox around the
2024.
world?
Next up in our countdown, we've got
Oh, that's
another
cool.
great-looking independent game. Set in an eerie Polish town in the 1990s, Holston blends throwback pixel art, modern dynamic lighting, and mixed camera perspectives that caught the eye of our judges.
Number 23, Holston.
Tomuś, kochaneczku, pomóż kobiecie w potrzebie.
Dude, that perspective change is gnarly. Where'd I find this sweater? This is our Chonk sweater, man. Look, it's scary. Right there. Go.tv/store. Go Chonk. Yeah, Pixar Lara Croft. Oh, it's survival. Maybe. Survival adventure? Hey, Exiled is giving away one of these guys. Awesome. Thanks, buddy. If you're the winner, make sure to click on the link and claim your prize, by the way. You got to redeem through the link. Under a rock. Okay.
Explore a world that evolution forgot in Under a Rock, launching in early access next summer. Up next, the clock ticks towards the dark hour once again. February brings a long overdue reimagining for the game that found the magic mix of after-school extracurriculars and interdimensional dungeon crawls. In the 22 slot, here's a message from game producer Ryoto Nitsuma about the upcoming remake of Persona 3.
Oh, okay.
Number 22, Persona 3 Reload.
Hey, Eddie.
PC ゲーミングショーをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。
こんにちは。
ペルソナ3リロードプロデューサーの新妻亮太です。この度は数多くのタイトルからモーストウォンテッドゲームズに本作を選んでいただき誠にありがとうございます。皆さんの大きな期待を感じられてとても嬉しいとともに、その思いに応えられるようにしなければと開発一同身が引き締まる思いです。ペルソナシリーズのターニングポイントとなったペルソナ3から17年、今の P スタジオの手で装いを新たに生まれ変わったペルソナ3リロード。本作の登場キャラクターの一人天田健の紹介映像を先日公開しましたが、見ていただけましたでしょうか。まだ見られていない方のためにも本日はこちらを皆さんと一緒に見ていきたいと思います。ではどうぞ。
So, I decided to call this meeting to introduce him to the rest of the squad.
I'll try not to get in anyone's way.
Swallow will air this winter as a TV special.
Huh? Wow, a spin-off with Swallow as the main character. I gotta make sure I record that. Yeah, I watch it every week without fail. But this TV special is big news.
Hey, Dying Often gave away a sweater too. Thank you.
Usually make much of an impression, but there's a theory that he's actually stronger than Hawk. I heard that from a friend. I chose a long weapon so I could match the reach of an adult. Oh, I hit my shin again. There! Die! Now's my chance. Fly! I'm catching this!
Yeah, Persona music has always been good. I don't think I've ever seen like I think I've ever seen Persona music I haven't liked.
いかがでしたか。シーズとして活躍する初等部の少年天田健。ぜひパーティーに入れて一緒に戦ってみてください。ペルソナ3リロードはこれまでにペルソナ3をプレイしたことのある方にも初めてプレイする方にも自信を持ってより鮮明に描かれる感動をお届けいたします。ペルソナ3リロードは2024年2月2日に発売予定です。皆様に楽しんでいただけるようチーム一同頑張っていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。ありがとうございました。
I never played Unrailed. How was it? Fun? So the premise is that you and your team have to like keep building the tracks so the train can go through?
Unravel 2 steams into early access
Looks like it could
in
be fun.
2024. We continue our march through the most wanted with a game that's a truly handcrafted work of art. A stop-motion story of friendship on an alien seabed featuring a lovingly sculpted ensemble of stranded weirdos. Let's take a look.
Number 21, Harold Halbert.
Hi. More than 10 years ago, we started building tiny sets and puppets to make our game Harold Halbert.
Now, the wait is almost over. Enjoy our new trailer.
Learning about people is a kind of adventure. A way of exploring lots of little worlds that exist within the Fedora. Even if one of those little worlds looks barren and uninhabitable from the outside, usually when you make contact with it, you'll find plenty of life and laughter there.
Hello again, my alien fish bud. How are you doing? Too bad you can't tell me.
Wow.
Were you? I quite wondered if maybe you'd take Harold with you.
Me? To the cave?
Yes, to investigate the source of the particles.
Humans are so unpredictable and complicated. There is almost nothing to understand.
Please witness the future of Fedora.
I thought you said it wasn't a vote. It's not. I just happen to agree with them. Is that Dr. Computer? You may commence stage D as discussed. Something is afoot. Too many things that don't add up.
It all seems a bit fishy to me.
This looks kind of amazing. Early 2024? That looks crazy,
By the way,
man.
he's saying he's a human.
Oh, it's already on my wish list.
You must understand. Sands of Aura is a great entry in the blossoming ARPG genre, and you can play it today on Steam.
We have suffered.
Wait, what is this?
Faced the corruption, ruin, and death. But we have also experienced beauty.
Sands of Aura?
Kindness, union, and ingenuity. Yet there is much left to be discovered. Maybe together, we'll find something here worth saving.
Interesting. We've seen this before. I think we've seen this before. Yep.
Now let's see some more titles from Freedom Games.
Interesting. Oh my god. Dude, he was getting shot with a gun and it was making the same punching sound. He's getting hit with a sword. Man, that was kind of cute till the end there.
Find out more about G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra, Echoes of the Plum Grove,
That looks really
and
rough.
Style on the PC Gaming Show Steam page.
That's coming in Q1 of next year?
2023 has been one of the best years
Well, I
on
don't know
record
about
for RPGs. With Baldur's Gate 3 ushering in a renaissance for classic role-playing, could there be a better time for a game set in a new universe from Ed Greenwood, creator of the Forgotten Realms? For a closer look at the upcoming RPG sandbox, we traveled to Montreal, Canada to speak with the developers of Unforetold Witchstone.
What?
Factions, empires, gods. They rise and they fall. The actions of individuals set the course of history. And you are one of them.
Oh, is this Dark Envoy? What is this? No. Oh yeah, Dark Envoy is technically already out, isn't it? I wonder if there's going to be anything about Rogue Trader here.
How will you shape fate?
I have no idea what I just saw there. So it didn't look like a... It didn't look like a CRPG. An RPG sandbox. Check it out. It looked like a CRPG, but there was like selection stuff in there, and I don't know. It looked like they were doing something different. Oh, here we go.
On the game side, do creative direction and design. The aspects of the tabletop experience of RPGs that we really want to bring, the freedom is a big aspect, and not just the freedom, the sense of agency with that world. Freedom alone is cool, you can do different things, but you want that world to respond, and on tabletop you have a game master, you have other players.
That looked very
There's
traditional
always a response
CRPG.
to the things you do. Freedom is also about creativity, feeling clever, feeling like you did things your way.
Like a tabletop RPG, players are more free to do stuff that they want to do, right? Usually in CRPGs, you'll see
Wow, they're really
dialogue options. We decided that no,
they're going
want
right
a
for the
way
BG3
sort of
look.
Philosophically, the player can construct their own sentences.
When it comes to dialogue, we added something that's really cool and unique, which we call the influence system, and it unlocks interacting with characters, talking to them at a really cool level. So you start by determining something you want from that character, whether it's just following you around, meet you somewhere, attack someone, give you something they have in their inventory, or join you as a companion even if you want. And then you pick an approach. How do you want to go about that? You can go sweet talk them, be charming about it. You can threaten them. You can blackmail them. You can argue with them logically if you have like a smart character. If you're a cleric, maybe you can convince them it's the right religious thing to do.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
We decided on turn-based combat because, first of all, it is truer to the tabletop experience, but also, like our dialogue and a lot of the choices that you make in the game, we really want players to have the time to reflect, sort of make the best tactical decisions, even in combat.
By the way, I see a lot of people saying BG3 copy in chat. Remember Solasta. Solasta was an indie version of pre-CRPG or pre-BG3 CRPGs, and it brought a lot of really cool stuff to the genre. This looks to be a Solasta-style project that's a post-BG3 game. So, I mean, yeah, sure, a lot of that we've seen before, but it could also bring some really cool new stuff into the genre. So, That's what's really nice about the CRPG genre, is it's kind of continually building on itself. They're generally so kind of, they take so many resources and they're so deep that a lot of times
in Unforetold Witchstone,
they may copy each other a lot, but they generally bring a lot of flavor.
January 25th, 2024.
Anyway.
What a moment RPGs are having, eh? You can add every game on our wishlist to your
I'm just saying, don't write that kind of
by
stuff off.
visiting the PC Gaming Show Steam page. Go to pcgamer.com/wishlist for a full list of every game in today's show. Up next on our most wanted list, you'll want to keep your blaster hand ready. In a galaxy of scoundrels, sometimes it pays to shoot first.
Ranking.
Number 20, Star Wars Outlaws.
Oh! It's been like all indies so far. This is a big one. Okay.
Hey there, I'm Ammunition. I'm a content creator,
Hi,
but
Ann.
you can tell I'm also a huge Star Wars nerd. I'm really excited about Star Wars Outlaws. I have very high hopes for it because the Star Wars universe obviously is very cool. They're focusing on kind of more of the original
Ammunition is
trilogy era,
fantastic.
which
If you
is
haven't
very
heard of her,
cool,
you
but
should
I'm
give her a
also happy
follow.
that they are not doing a Jedi or Force sensitive thing. At least that's what it appears from the trailer, but rather just like a heist video game, which should be really cool. And I love seeing developers lean into single player games because not everything needs to be multiplayer.
I'm just going to go ahead and
Not
shout out
everything
all the
needs to
streamers
be
that I like in
online.
the channel.
I love
Should follow
single
them all
player
if
stories
I
that
shout
are
them out.
crafted to be just a really good experience from start to finish. So I'm really excited about it, and I hope that Star Wars Outlaws is a 10 out of 10.
I'm looking forward to this game too. Wasn't super impressed from the gameplay I saw from it, but I'm hoping that I'm hoping the bigger picture comes together more.
My turn.
Jackpot!
Yeah, this looks very Void Bastardsy.
I ain't digging no holes. My turn. What do you mean?
Oh, did I miss the name? No.
Don't test me.
Oh, it's called Wild Bastards?
Boosters engaged.
Finally, a challenge.
Locked and loaded.
Oh, dude, I'm there. I'm in.
Ready for what's
I'm
about
in.
to happen?
Lighten the fuse.
I'm in. Dude, I loved Void Bastards. That game was so much fun. I recommend, if you've never played Void Bastards,
This
great game to check out for a
Western
while.
roguelike hits high noon when Wild
Super fun.
Bastards arrives on Steam in 2024.
That's an easy wish list.
Coming up on The Most Wanted, our
Thank you,
exclusive
Nuri.
on-location interviews with the development studios creating Path of Exile 2 and Homeworld 3. Plus,
Yo,
we're giving
there
away
we
a
go.
custom-built Intel PC. You like
Awesome.
computers, don't you? Stay tuned for your chance to win. Let's continue our countdown, shall we?
This show's
We
been
have
great
all
so
heard
far.
that Devils May Cry. But do they kickflip? From Devolver Digital, a dreamlike game of diabolical skating.
Number 19, Skate Story. We got our first glimpse of Skate Story way back in 2020, leaving us with fevered visions of a demon with glass skin, a skateboard, and a quest to swallow the moon. Pairing a vivid afterlife realm with the acrobatic and dangerous play of skateboarding seems like the perfect thematic match. Our most wanted experts are desperate to land an unholy heel flip in the underworld.
Game looks okay.
Now, as we all know, pirates have two great weaknesses: scurvy and poor infrastructure.
Yeah, the perspective's a little
But
tight on that
in
one.
this up-and-coming city builder, the true
Hey, it's
pirate
Amelia
utopia
Tyler.
is
Hi.
yours to build,
You're doing
ensuring
awesome
the
in
golden
this.
age of piracy lives on. Coming in 2024, here's the world premiere, Republic of Pirates.
Chat erupted when they realized it was you in the intro. It was kind of great. Oh, is this like Anno?
Is that applause?
I loved recording the intro. It was so much fun. Oh, I bet. It sounded fun. Oh, look at this. This could be kind of cool. Looks very Anno. That could be fine. Okay. Cool. Is this like Pixel X? Dave's Pixel? Epic Banana Studio. Nice. Nice.
To add some mega corporate espionage to your Steam wishlist, find DataJack 2020 on the PC Gaming Show Steam page at pcgamer.com/wishlist. The Most Wanted continues with the first strategy game selected by our panel of judges.
World 3?
Menace is coming to us from Hooded Horse, a specialty strategy publisher, and Overhype Studios, the folks who made the gritty tactical medieval game Battle Brothers. Now they're trading low fantasy for the far future in their first 3D game. Get ready to give those aliens hell, but not too quickly, as this is a turn-based game.
Number 18, Menace.
Oh! It's futuristic Battle Brothers? Okay, yeah. Have we seen this? Okay, I feel like we might have seen a teaser for that, but yeah, oh man. Oh. 100% on board. Yeah, it's on my wish list. I feel like we've seen that before, but I'm sold. I'm sold. Yep. That'll be a good one. I wish that trailer was longer too. I feel like that trailer made it look better. Maybe. Oh, I remember this game. It looks cute. Not a Cohh game? Not a Cohh game. Yeah, it's not for me. I'm not the target audience. But it looks good.
The world as we know it is dead.
Oh, here we go. Good start.
But with every death, new life blossoms. A life crying out into the void, fighting for its survival tooth and nail. A life that adapts, overcomes, and continues to rise above any Life that learns to idolize and worship, sacrifice and maim, wage war and destruction. A life that burns so bright it may set the world ablaze. And you decide if its survival is in the cards.
Was with me until the I was with it until the cards.
Obsidian is expanding Pillars of Eternity into
What was it called? Iron what?
an RPG called Avowed. One of the things that intrigues us about Avowed is that it
Oh!
specifically isn't setting out to put you in a sprawling sandbox, but something more concentrated, like the studio's recent sci-fi RPG, The Outer Worlds. And here's another curveball. The gameplay reveal trailer showed flintlock pistols. I'll say it again. We might be living in the best moment for RPGs.
Do we have a release date for Avowed?
Number 17, Avowed.
Do we get a... This 2024?
Avowed has me super excited because of the studio making it.
Perfect guy for this.
From Fallout New Vegas to The Outer Worlds, they've shown us they know how to make an RPG that I'm gonna love. When I was watching the gameplay trailer, I was seeing all these flashy weapons and cool spells and these big dungeons, and I was thinking to myself, there's a little bit of Elder Scrolls in there, but with a Obsidian twist on it, as they always do. So I'm looking forward to probably crafting and big, beautiful storytelling, big set pieces, and a gorgeous, dangerous world to explore. And I'm going to sink my teeth into it.
The Living Lands await in Avowed, coming sometime next year.
Is that
it? One of the cool things about
Is that
PC
it?
games
There's not even
is
like a
that
trailer?
it's the platform for the eccentric and the experimental.
No!
This is the platform
Obsidian!
where unconventional games about hypnospace detectives
Damn
or
it.
city builders on space wells are born.
We got to
Where
see Dan,
Farming
though. That was
Simulator
good.
has its own esports scene. Our next game is in that same legacy of weirdness, but with plenty of interesting ideas underneath an art house exterior. Indica is a meditation on religion.
God, I
and
wonder what their
authority,
top game is
following
going
a
to be.
nun's existential journey with the devil by her side.
Yakuza.
Let's see what kind of trouble the game's creators in Kazakhstan are getting.
It's probably going to be Yakuza or Final Fantasy VII. What do you guys think? Which one? I bet it's going to be one of those.
Let me tell you about Indica.
Oh, maybe Hades 2. Yep, maybe Hades 2.
Who is she, you ask?
I can see that.
Well,
I can see it.
She's a nun. A rather plain one, if you ask me. She prays a lot. Works hard. Really hard. Goodness. She even finds some time to chat with, what do you call it? Chot. Poor girl. Of all the boring places, why do you want to go to heaven?
Ooh. It's an 11-bit game. What the did I just watch? What was it? I'm wishlisting that immediately. Indica. Okay.
Indica arrives on PC in early 2024. Next, we've got a new game in a genre that continues to evolve and grow, the extraction shooter. Hawked is a colourful comic-style PvPvE game where players deploy to a stylish island called Exile to battle lizardmen and fellow mercenaries for the treasures of a lost world. Now playable in early access on Steam, here's a fresh look at Hawked.
Wait, what is it? It's playable? What is this? Hawked?
Let's get it. Go, go, go. Trust someone in a million. Renegade, look at this door. Gonna make all my billions. But there's wolves at the door.
This is extraction shooters for Fortnite players. That's what this is. This is an extraction shooter for Fortnite players. Okay. That's what this is. Yeah.
This is my lifestyle. Yeah, I'm living in exile. Now my head's underwater. Bring me back to
All right, we're good. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. Nothing wrong with that. It's just, you can tell these guys are like going after something. Arcuda says, I'm literally pogging right now. Yeah, oh, dude, I'm pogging my face off. I can't even contain it. You have a sit-standing desk? I do. Oh, it's free to play too. Really? Oh, damn. Wait, is this the same game? Yeah, okay. Same game.
Forked is playable now in early access ahead of its full launch next year on PC
And
and
that's the first time I've ever heard of that
free
game.
in-game items and premium currency, visit playhawk.com/rally today. Don't miss your chance. Make sure you drop into exile with a full loadout for the full release of Hawked coming in 2024.
Oh, apparently it's got some wicked monetization from the looks of it.
On the most wanted countdown, Dragon's Dogma devotees finally get their wish with a long-awaited sequel.
Yeah, just be careful with that one, possibly.
Number 16.
Oh, here we go.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Interesting, by the way, Hawked wasn't on the list. That was an
If
ad.
you're hoping for a masterwork,
You notice that? They went from Avowed to this. So that wasn't even on the list. That was just an ad.
Cult hit. Capcom has shown just how good it is at creating these mixed action and fantasy RPGs with recent entries in the Monster Hunter series. And Dragon's Dogma 2 looks to continue that trend. Fresh
I'm excited for this one.
climbable chimeras and a bounty of befriendable pawns. The endless chain stretches on in Dragon's Dogma 2.
With
Dragon's Dogma Dark
2,
Arisen.
we're 10 games deep into the most
go.
wanted, and things are about to
Time.
get a lot colder.
Time to install
In
it.
2018, Frostpunk won wide praise as a chillingly bleak city builder. In a sequel set 30 years later, new factions arise as resurgent humanity faces its new greatest threat, itself. Let's hear
Download
from the
faster!
game developer in Poland,
Faster!
11 Studios.
Number 15, Frostpunk
No.
2.
Am I downloading? Dragon's Dogma 1.
We survived the storm.
This game's already successful. This game's already be amazing. This game's gonna be incredible. The first one was amazing.
But
This one's gonna be amazing.
changed us. Mere survival was no longer enough.
I do wonder how they're gonna move it forward, though.
We kept expanding. More and more people. Dreaming different futures. Conflicting futures.
Oh wow, that's where they're gonna end it, huh? Damn. Woo!
Hi, I'm Kuba Stokalski.
And I'm Łukasz Juszczyk. We are both game directors responsible for Frostpunk 2, here at 11-Bit Studios.
What you've just seen is the first gameplay teaser of Frostpunk 2. And as you can clearly see, a lot has changed since
Oh,
the
that
first
was
game,
gameplay.
especially the scale of our city.
But what remains the same is harsh post-apocalyptic
Oh.
atmosphere that hopefully will resonate with you once again.
Stay tuned
Well, I thought
for
that was
more,
just like a
because the
trailer.
gameplay trailer
Okay.
for Frostpunk 2 is just around the corner.
Dude, that city was huge compared to the first one. Damn. Wow. Okay. All right, this is another.
The creative director of Demon School, and I want to tell you about our tactical battle system.
Yeah, I don't think this is on the
planning phase
list.
where we'll plot our movements, which can be rewound at any time. Characters can only move in straight lines or side steps, like if you combined a king and a knight in chess. You attack enemies by running straight into them. You can see Faye did 1 point of damage here. Namako doesn't deal damage, but stuns and debuffs enemies, reducing their defense. Now, if our other damage dealer Destin hits this demon, he'll do 2 points of damage. But we can take this further. If Newt, our healer, heals a character with full health, they get an attack buff. Destin now does 4 points of damage to this enemy. You can also do combos by pushing or pulling an enemy into another friendly character, as Namako and Faye are doing here. Once you're happy with your choices, you start the action phase and watch it go.
Oh!
These are the main puzzle pieces you'll be working with.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
There are 15
Okay.
characters, each with their own unique abilities for you to discover.
I was very confused for a second.
Techniques, improve your relationships, fight huge bosses, and unravel the mystery of
It's
why
kind of
demons
fun.
are
So
breaking
you like
through
plan
to
it
the
out and then it
human
plays
world on
out?
this
Yeah, okay.
mysterious island. We hope you enjoy it.
I wonder if like the enemy does stuff in that phase too, so you like never really know what's going on. Huh. Interesting. The demo for this was really good. Yeah, I haven't played this. Demon School. Cool. Into the Breach vibes? A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Like Into the Breach and like, you know, Persona level tomfoolery. I think that's what that means.
They will watch. They will follow. Do not leave. Stream. We are watching you. Stream. We are in your machine. Stream. We are in your skin. Stream. Stream. Stream.
This game's kind of comfy. For those who don't know, this is what it's like being a streamer.
Stream your death.
Oh, that's creepy. Dark web streamer? There it is.
Next, with the only game on the most wanted list that's available now in early access, a team of retro shooter specialists are asking an important question. What if Bloodborne played like Thief if Thief had a pump shotgun? From New Blood Interactive, here's our latest look at Greenwood, featuring its upcoming Underworld area and introducing us to the terrifying Crowman.
Did they say Darkwood?
Number
Oh, Gloomwood!
40.
Yes!
Gloomwood.
Dude, we played all of the early access of this game, and it is awesome. This game is fantastic. I cannot wait for this game. We did like everything there was to do in the demo that we played. I loved it. Very Deus Ex, old school Thief vibe. Like you can interact and do puzzles in the environment. It's awesome. 10 out of 10. He's fine. That was it? I know, right? That guy just comes up and he's like, hey, got any smokes? Sounds about right. Jovial.
Gloomwood opens the gates to the Underport District in early 2024 with more early access updates to follow. NewEgg is, of course, one of our favourite places to find upgrades, and later in the show, we'll be sharing some recommendations in our holiday wish list. But we've also partnered with NewEgg to build a... Oh, wait, am I reading this teleprompter right? We bought an egg-shaped computer.
I'm inside. What's my target?
One new egg. Guess this is the egg. Oh.
See, you found my egg.
What the hell is it?
Head to PCGamer.com/egg to watch the full video. The next game on the Most Wanted would probably rank higher if we knew a single thing about it. I mean, it's a decade after the release of Grand Theft Auto 5, and GTA Online is still clearing $500 million every year. How the hell do you follow that? And how scared should we be of the answer? Let's hear from our voting panel on how GTA 6 earned this position in our countdown.
I mean, I'm honestly, I thought it'd be higher. That's kind of wild.
13, Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name is S-Fand, and
He's on his
just
own
wanted to
TV.
share with you guys how incredibly excited I am for Grand Theft Auto 6.
My personal pick for the PC gaming show Most Wanted has to be
Oh,
Grand
we'll
Theft
give
Auto
Espen a
6,
shout out
because
for
at
sure.
this point, it has been about 10 years.
10 years since Grand Theft Auto 5.
Storylines are always absolutely fantastic.
It's one of the greatest video game franchises of all time.
I'm excited to dive into a new immersive world, new cities, new surroundings.
Just the amount of things that you can do in this open world sandbox, and whether you just want to screw around.
Rockstar recently acquired CFX.
Oh
which
God, I
is
just
a
shouted out the
company
wrong
that
guy.
owns 5M,
Oh no!
and
Oh, that
is
guy's
where
gonna be
No
so
Pixel is
confused.
hosted, and No Pixel
Hold
is
on.
one of my favorite.
It's Espen
GTA
TV,
roleplay
right?
Servers.
I hope you guys are excited as I am. I think Rockstar has a lot of hype around it right now.
I'm very excited to see what it holds.
I hope you guys enjoy it when the game comes out.
That gentleman is gonna be so confused. I have to wait 1 minute and 22 seconds before giving another shout out. Oh man. He needs to get that name. Oh, we played this. This game's fun. It's Anno and Dungeon Keeper. In its own kind of unique world. Yeah. I might return to this down the road. I had a good time with it when I played it. Anno Keeper. Yeah, kind of. SteamWorld Anno Keeper. Did I play Dungeons 4? I haven't played any Dungeons game. Yeah. I've never played any Dungeons game. I should try it at some point. I love Dungeon Keeper. Oh, is this Manor Lords? This is Manor Lords. Maybe? Wait, no, Manor Lords is top down. I have no idea what this is. No, it's not PAX Day. It's definitely not PAX Day. PAX Day has a Rust-style building system, not that. Bellwright. Have we heard of this before? Bellwright?
Topple the Crown's Tyranny in Bellwright, coming to early access in December. Our next game rounds out a killer combo of high-profile fighting games that have hit PC in the last year.
Interesting.
Ready? Fight.
Number 12, Tekken 8.
It's a good one. Okay, that one was right? There we go. Okay,
since
good.
Tekken last entered the ring on PC, and we're more than ready for a rematch. With revised fighting mechanics going all in on aggression and 32
I'm not a Tekken guy myself,
try
but more
before
power
you
to you.
settle on
I know a
the
lot
guy
of
with
people
the
are super
leopard
hyped about this.
Tekken 8 weighs in right in the
Enjoy
middle
your
of our
Tekkening.
most wanted list.
1 sec.
We're moving forward in our rankings with a sequel to a Metroidvania favorite. We're talking, of course, about Hollow Knight Silksong.
Oh,
hey, Frankie, I think you could use a little backup on this one.
Here we go.
Hi, Sean. How did you do that?
Well, you know, it's PC Gaming Show tradition to have us, like, orbiting in a space frigate or in an underground facility, so, you know, I just started calling around.
You video called a World War II bunker?
I did. My powers are great, and so is my excitement for Hollow Knight Silksong.
I love Sean so much. Oh, he's so good.
Number 11, Hollow Knight Silksong.
It's Day 9 TV, right? Before I get this wrong
Allow me
again.
to share 3 reasons why I'm excited for Hollow Knight Silksong. First, the graphics. I adore the original Hollow Knight art style, and they're giving me more, but elevating it with more detail and layering. 2, combat in motion. The original Hollow Knight somehow was able to blend super fast, snappy movement with slow, chunky Souls-like combat. And if you look at the Silksong trailer, you're seeing all sorts of new moves that allow you to dance around your enemies and jump around the environment. It makes me really excited for the second-to-second experience. But the third and the biggest reason is exploration. Team Cherry are masters of this. There would be a ledge in the original Hollow Knight that when I finally was able to get there would be hours of content behind there, or new bosses, or new enemies, or entirely new zones. And it's that exact combination of a beautiful game that's fun and second-to-second gameplay that rewards my exploration. Oh, I literally can't wait for Silksong.
Awesome.
Thanks for your Silksong expertise, Sean. What began as a spin-off expansion to Team Cherry's beloved Metroidvania is now one of our most sought-after sequels, assuming it leaves hiding someday. Before we move forward with more previews, we want your input, and we're offering a PC-sized reward. Follow the QR code on screen and complete our PC Gaming Show viewer survey, and you could win a custom-built AC Mirage gaming PC powered by an Intel Core i9-14900K CPU. And now, a world premiere.
Two people have been reported missing. A male and a female were last seen heading to the forest 2 days ago.
That's right.
18 has
You know
not
you
been
love it.
seen since September 24th. We had a chance to speak with the mother.
It's been 3 years since he's been missing.
There are a lot of rumors about the lake. Do you personally believe that there's something sinister hiding in there? No, of course not. People love ghost stories, but in the end, they're just stories. Just stories. Just stories. Just stories. Just stories.
Is that FMV? Our Lady of the Drowned Lake. Okay.
Cohh, get the damn fish!
Really? Really? Really, chat? Really? That game was called Allen Lake? No, I don't think it was. Yo, is this an actual Tarkov competitor? Hold up. Hold up. Oh, dude. Tarkov's gonna get some competition. What is this? Gray Zone Warfare. Interesting. Not gonna lie, there were parts of that look crisper than Tarkov.
We're nearing the heavy hitters, selected by our panel of industry experts as their top 10 most wanted games. But first, a fresh look at the gun-fu gameplay of Spine.
Redline, as your combat AI, I have to warn you that pressing the wrong floor may lead to unexpected consequences.
Who the fuck are you?
Wait, is this in-game? Oh, early in-game and cutscene footage. Wait, which one is it? Jesus.
No elevator this time.
Oh! This looks kind of cool. Huh. That looks kind of cool. Yeah, that's got my wish list. That looks kind of artsy almost.
Bringing cinematic action
Who's
choreography,
Neki?
Spine is coming soon to
Oh
PC.
yeah, never heard of these guys.
We're just minutes away from starting our top 10 countdown. And make sure you stick around all the way to the #1 game on our list to see some exclusive gameplay footage. But before that, here's a message from our friends at PC Game Pass.
They just put Remnant 1 and 2 on Game Pass. SteamWorld Build, that game that we're playing, is also on Game Pass. This somehow is still the best value in gaming, and it's been like 5 years. I don't know, man. Yeah, they did. They absolutely did. Oh, Against the Storm goes on next week?
First post-Destiny
Yeah?
release, Bungie's taking a walk back
And
in time
dude, we
at
may
our
be getting a
first
WoW
entry in the
WoW
most
subscription
wanted top 10.
down the road
Wielding
as well.
30
Since
years of sharpened
Microsoft
shooter
owns that now.
design, the studio is busy
Be pretty
carving
wild.
a new extraction shooter from the series that paved the way for Halo. So far, we haven't seen much of Marathon, but its mix of rampant AIs, mysterious alien precursors, unknowable space
You doubt it?
entities,
I'm
and
sure they'll tie it in some
high-saturation
way.
clone firefights
Cohh.
are more than enough to earn slot
thirsty.
number 10.
Maybe not
Here's
like a
special
full WoW
message
sub,
from the studio.
but I bet you they'll do some kind of bonus with World of Warcraft.
Number 10. Marathon.
Yeah, really? Marathon over GTA 6? I don't know about that.
Hello, I'm Christopher Barrett, franchise game director on Marathon. We're incredibly humbled by the reception Marathon has received since its announcement earlier this year. Being voted one of the most anticipated games on PC is an honor which absolutely motivates everyone on the project. The whole team's hard at work right now, building Bungie's take on the extraction shooter genre. And the next time you hear from us, we'll have a lot more to show, including gameplay. Thank you.
That's when I'm going to get excited. As an
I
old school
genuinely
Marathon
cannot wait
player,
for that one.
I'm not
Right,
super
let's keep
jazzed about the
things
way they're
moving
going with
with a
it.
couple more trailers.
So I want to see more. I want to see more. I hope it's good. I hope it's cool. Got potential, yeah. But I definitely want to see more before I get excited.
Rebuild it. I might die.
To Flan, old school Marathon was awesome, damn it. It was cool. It actually was good. I mean, it was, 30-year-old game, but I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it.
I am the master architect. And I am in control.
Welcome to Crash Labs. To explore a world filled with wonder, mystery, and some of these things. And then slap them. Just slap it all. Except these. Best to make a home for yourself, but not just yourself. After all, if you're gonna make it on this planet, you'll need all the help you can get.
That game is sci-fi
Crash
Don't
Lands 2
Starve
drops
with
onto
Borderlands
Steam in
humor.
2024. At number 9 on the most wanted is
And it works. A lot of
product
people love the first
simple
one.
Design philosophy. If you look hard enough, you can always find somewhere to put another skill tree, even if you end up making a second game in the process. Warm up that left mouse button because we're about to show you some Path of Exile 2. We
That's
travelled
fair.
all the way to New Zealand
That's
to
fair.
speak with the team, climbing the highest mountains to visit their studio in Auckland.
Number 9, Path of Exile 2.
I'm actually super hyped for this game. Yeah. This is gonna be.
It seems the old ways
This is gonna be
still
good.
hold some power.
Oh, it's on Steam now, isn't it? Oh wait, is it? Oh no, it's not. Does it have a Steam page? It does. Oh, hold on. Probably got nudity. I love those golden boobs. Yep, there it is. Wait, yep. Some nudity or sexual content. Got boobs, chat. Yep. And apparently they're bringing them back for 2.
Path of Exile 2 is basically our next
There he
generation
is.
action RPG. And one of the things we really wanted to make sure that we were doing with it is to make the action combat really, really excellent. We just want to make sure that anyone playing the game, you can play it like an action game, feels fun to play. We've added things like dodge rolls and like hack canceling, things like this. And it just means that the game just feels a lot better than it previously did.
You're gonna get
as
Chris
well as
too?
everything else that you'd expect from a sequel to Path of Exile.
One thing in particular that sets Path of Exile apart is obviously the depth, but in the itemization systems, crafting systems, but also the sheer number of quantity of monsters, encounters. Like, we have over a decade of content that is going to
They
be
can't do this
available
without
in
Chris, right?
Path of Exile 2 as well.
For Path of Exile 2, we really want to
No,
keep the
Rory!
mechanics from Path of Exile 1 that are great.
I mean, it's good to hear
but
from
we
Rory,
can
too.
now have the opportunity to rebuild them or restructure them in a way that is
Oh,
easier
Chris
to
is PoE 1
understand
only?
and much more accessible for someone coming at it for the first time, and keep that depth.
I didn't realize that he
there,
was like.
either
I thought he was
hidden
doing
away
both.
or much more natural to understand.
I think there's a big difference
Interesting.
between depth and complexity. Path
So
of Exile
is
2 in
Jonathan
some
the
ways
Chris of
is
PoE
less
2?
complicated than Path of Exile 1 because we've simplified the sort of technical
Jonathan is the
complexity
Chris of
around
PoE 2.
doing
Okay,
things like
okay,
the way you socket skills and things like that.
Are we
to
gonna
make it
s-
easier
okay.
to understand? But at the same time, we're
Interesting.
making sure that we keep all the depth in terms of character options and things that you can do. So everything is still
Jonathan's
there as far
awesome,
as, like,
so that
what
works.
can I
That's
do
fine.
to build my character? It's just that it is easier to do so because you don't have to be worrying, for example, about when you're changing your items that you're going to break the way your skills are working and things like that. So I think that actually new and regular players can tolerate a lot of depth. It's the complexity that we want to try and avoid.
Yeah, the whole
The
GGG
dodge
team
roll
is
actually came about
A+,
because
man.
we really
They got
wanted to
a
be
lot
able
of
to find a
great
way
folks over there.
to having some skills that took longer to do than other skills. But the problem with that is that skills feel really terrible if you start them and then you can't get out of them. So we really needed a way to make that interruption be possible, and the dodge roll was a really great way to do it.
God, this game is going to
We
feel
actually already
so
had a
different
philosophy
just
for Path
because of
Exile
that.
2 boss design, where we wanted to make sure that everything was dodgeable. But previously we were just doing that by running around.
It's a little
I
thing,
think the
but
dodge
it's
roll
like-
has actually changed a lot of things, and especially because
a little thing, but
now
it's
that
a
you can
huge thing.
expect a player to be able to do that, it means that we can have the expectation and the balance as well.
We've done fresh design on
Hmm.
everything. We've taken some elements from PoE 1 in terms of monsters, specific monsters, and
sit
brought them
down.
over and
Yes, ma'am.
because they were fun to play. Like, why not replicate something that is still fun to play? But of course, it's full fresh coat of paint. There are definitely new systems. I'd say a lot of the monsters are faster, for example, which is where dodge roll helps to come into play. We have secondary AI systems that allow the monsters to do skills while they were performing another skill. Much like how a player can dodge roll to interrupt a skill, a monster can now do the same thing. We have a lot more monsters doing interactions with the environment. They'll interact with the world more, a lot more spawning from things, a lot more, like in one of our areas, the Isle of Kin, we have monsters riding on top of another monster, and then when they get close, they all jump off.
There's a lot of design
Oh!
changes that have had to gone on to take into account.
What is that?
So with something like the Mercenary now, we're developing.
I had no
how
idea
crossbows should
Quinn
work.
had a
We kind of
cameo
really
in
looked
this
at that
game.
and thought, okay, how can we
It's
make
so
crossbows
cool.
just feel completely different than bows?
Wow.
You know, if you look at a shooter, it's like pistols and shotguns and things like that. Like, what about those makes them different from each other? And so therefore, it makes the whole experience just feel so different than what a bow feels like now. You know, you want that like pull the trigger and it instantly fires. You know, that kind of instant response type of thing.
I want to play that class. I don't know what class that is, but I want that class.
Like, how can we make the skills here feel so different than every other class?
For a lot of the really unique skill sets like the crossbows, which are almost basically guns, there's
Mercenary.
a lot of work that's been done in other games to make those feel great.
Apparently I'm a
We had the
mercenary now.
opportunity to
I
bring
guess
into
that's my
Path of
main
Exile,
in
and
PoE
there's a lot
2.
of lessons of what works well in a shooter
America.
that can work well in an RPG if you do the work, get the animations right, get the timing right. We've done a lot of core system changes to make
It's always
it
unfortunate
so
when a
that it
game
feels
like this has
you've
so many
got
fun
as much
classes, but
control
then they
as you
put in
would
something like
in a
Mercenary and you're just like,
shooter-focused game. There's a lot of
guess I gotta be that
things done
now.
well that we can bring into Path of Exile that no ARPG is really built on, because they don't have the crazy level of skill variety that we've ended up having.
So we've got a live stream later today where we're going to be showing off 2 of our character classes. We're really deep diving into the mechanics, and we're really excited to show that. So if you're interested to know more about Path of Exile 2, then tune into that later today.
Quick note, I will be in meetings for that show, but I think we're gonna watch that later, I think.
Now,
at
if
some
you're
point.
anything like
Yeah.
me, you leave your Christmas shopping to the absolute last second and then speedrun the entire thing in a single afternoon of guest checkouts and regret. But what to buy the PC gamer in your life? Well, our good friends at Intel have a few ideas. Here's 5 of their favorite gaming deals this holiday season, all on offer now at NewEgg. The Acer Predator Helios gaming laptop. Inside is an i7-13700HX CPU, an RTX 4070, 16GB of DDR5 memory, and 1TB of storage. We've been big fans of Acer's Helios machines for ages, and the new 16-inch Predator has fast become one of our favorite gaming laptops. It's the perfect combination of processor, graphics card, big 240Hz screen, and price. The 24-thread Intel CPU is mighty strong too, and the RTX 4070 graphics card also supports the magic of frame generation for a buttery smooth experience. This is the Gigabyte Aorus 15 gaming laptop, running on an i7-13700H CPU. RTX 4070 graphics, 16GB of DDR5 RAM, a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, and a 15.6-inch 165Hz QHD display.
Gaming laptops are a bad idea. They can be. I mean, some people need them.
Smaller 15-inch Aorus
So,
is a great option.
you know.
You still get a 20-thread Intel CPU with the same RTX 4070 GPU inside
A lot of people
it
do a lot of
and a high
traveling and
refresh
stuff
rate
like that.
QHD screen. It still packs a serious punch, and if you want serious frame rates from the latest games, either of these laptops has you covered. We've also got the MSI Katana
was not what she
17
was
gaming
saying.
laptop, an i7-13620H processor, RTX 4070 GPU, 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, and a 1TB SSD. If you're looking for a lot of screen real estate, MSI's 17-inch Chonker will get the job done without costing a bomb. The 13th Gen 4 i7 is a 16-thread chip. The machine still sports an
Love it,
RTX
love it.
4070 graphics card
The
to handle all
Cohh
the newest releases, and you content creators are going to love the massive 32 gig of DDR5 memory this expansive laptop has to offer. Next, MSI's Aegis gaming rig, carrying the i7-13700F CPU, an RTX 4060 Ti, another spacious 32 gigs of DDR.
If you do need a desktop, you should check out the Power GPU Command, a company I personally recommended and partnered with. They're a fantastic company. They're smaller, but they build awesome machines and the best type of wiring you will see anywhere. All my machines are Power GPU. I love them. Check them out if you need a desktop. Just saying. Don't order them off a website like that. Get it from Power GPU.
PC at this price. Finally, we have the 12th Gen
Ads
Core
within
and
ads.
Arts
So you can add. I should have ran ads during that.
700K CPU.
Oh
and
man,
the
so you could have an ad
RA
within an ad
770
while running ads.
with a $50 discount. But there ain't much that can top the feeling of building a gaming machine with your own 2 hands. And these Intel Silicon bundles will allow you to do that at a bargain price. For us, pairing a
Are you
12th Gen
serious
i7
about that?
with
Oh,
an
no, two
AS
things.
Rock.
First of all, Power GPU is all over and yes, all 5. I have 3 machines for my kids, and I use 2 machines myself. They're all Power GPU, and they're all great, and they do ship to EU. Yeah, absolutely. Like
Damn, those are
actual
some
real talk.
powerful
Yes.
computers. Let's hope Santa thinks we'd all be nice this year, or at least he hasn't heard any of the things you've said in solo queue voice chat. Okay, our next game is a fun one. A blisteringly fast racer and a 1999 throwback you didn't know you needed. Racing into early access soon, this is Death Grip.
Oh, this is the pod racing game. Yes. Okay. I'm so here for this. Those that don't know, there was an old Star Wars game called Pod Racer that was amazing, and then like they never made a 2, and they never came out with more games of its type, and now this is like one of the
that's
first.
what I legally can't call pod racing.
Called Death Grip,
The
right?
whole reason we're here today is because, yes, there are an incredible amount
Apparently
of
there's a
video
demo.
games, and we want to help you decide which ones are the most deserving of attention. But if you're watching and wondering, hey, why isn't The Elder Scrolls 6 one of the most wanted games? Well, let me explain. Our voting process for the most wanted list prioritizes games that are imminent and that we know lots of information about.
So why was Silksong
The more
on the
confident
list?
we are in a game's release date, the more rewarded it is by our voting system. But still, there's a long list of high-profile games that have been in dark mode for years and years. While theoretically enormous, they're frustratingly absent from the public eye. So, just to give them at least a moment of acknowledgement, I'm going to see how many of these I can rattle through. Ready? The Elder Scrolls 6, Bioshock 4, which was announced 4 years ago, the eventual Cyberpunk 2077 sequel, The Witcher remake, Project 007 from the team that made Hitman that's probably going to be incredible, Dragon Age Dreadwolf. Come on, BioWare, let's see it.
I know,
Death Stranding 2,
right?
Star Wars Eclipse, yes. The Tom Clancy Splinter Cell remake. Oh, and that untitled Fallout-like RPG from New Blood Interactive. Arma 4, that League of Legends fighting game that looks really good. A Wonder Woman game. The new Indiana Jones game from the folks that made Wolfenstein. Good and Evil 2, which has been in development for something like 15 years. The reboot of the Skate series and Crisis 4. Crisis 4. Oh, well,
Real talk, Marathon and GTA 6 should have been on that list.
that actually have gameplay footage.
Both those games, like we have no info on either of those games, so both of those games should have been on that list. But that was cool they did that. That was cool they did that.
Our world is in chaos. The gods and their armies of the dead seek to rule over everything we call home.
What's this?
I'll be damned if I let that happen. My name is Noor Vanek. Survivor. Soldier. God killer.
Oh, is this Flintlock? No. Oh. Huh. Okay.
Time for a word from our good friends at Mad Mushroom.
Mad Mushroom is a publishing company that is going to be a little different from other publishing companies.
Mad Mushroom gives us the opportunity to enter the games industry while at the same time elevating and amplifying the message of hundreds of indie
I really hope
you are
that Mad Mushroom meetings are like guild meetings where Soda just
to figure out
Where
how
are
to make your
the games, guys?
as enjoyable
Where are
as
they?
possible, not just to
I want
play,
15
but also
games
from a content
tomorrow!
viewing perspective.
Right
If
now!
you're a developer and you're interested in us publishing your game, you can go to madmushroom.gg Check it out. We're
there it
very
is.
passionate and we're very excited about what we're doing here.
A new company comes in and like, hey, so we heard
In a
you're
city
publishing.
that never
Why should we
sleeps,
publish your
innovators like
f***ing
Aaron
game?
Short and the All Street New York City Collective remind us that with the right tools, like the Alienware laptop, the boundaries of art and technology can be pushed beyond our imagination. That's where Alienware's top-of-the-line computers come in. Introducing our real-life XP Boost.
I can't wait to see what
Alienware
comes from Mad
Power
Mushroom.
Boost benefit.
I'm excited
Scan our
about
QR
that.
code or visit the site below to see how Alienware is undeniably stepping up the game.
I am excited about that. It's going to be really interesting to see like a creator-led venture. Like Donkey's doing some stuff, OTK's doing some stuff. Like, I want to see what's going to come of this.
In Islands of Insight, you awaken on a floating island as a seeker. Your goal is to explore a serene fantasy realm of ancient wonders and natural beauty, solve its mysterious puzzles, and unveil the secrets of the islands. We designed the world to be brimming with thousands of handcrafted puzzles, each of them carefully placed throughout the landscape. You might start off solving logic puzzles and then decide to search for hidden objects or go find some perspective or memory puzzles to take on. Designed by some of the best minds in puzzle design, our puzzles vary in difficulty and are thoughtfully crafted to be relaxing, challenging, and satisfying to solve for newcomers and seasoned puzzle fans. There is no linear path in Islands of Insight. You choose where to go, which puzzles to solve, and in what order, all at your own pace.
I think this is one Julia was talking
solve
about.
puzzle quests to unlock new areas in the campaign.
I think she
or
tried it.
explore the main island, an expansive open world where most of the puzzles and secrets are found. Wander around the sublime landscapes on foot, or glide above them. Our shared world allows for seamless interactions and collaboration between players. You can interact with others for a bit of guidance, or you can play entirely on your own. This is your adventure. In today's fast-paced world, we hope Islands of Insight delivers a sublime escape
Such an
for
interesting
players
idea.
looking to unwind. If you want to discover more, play our demo today on our Steam page.
I really like when games come along and it's kind of like you can't compare them to anything else. Like even if it's not my thing, I love seeing games that are just something new. And this looks very new. The idea of a
In
puzzle
1999,
MMO.
Homeworld brought
like,
RTS space
that's wild.
combat fully into 3 dimensions. Now,
It's just
20
Myst?
years after Homeworld
No.
2, it's
The
a
puzzles
very
are misty,
different
but
world
not
for
the
real-time
multiplayer
strategy.
aspect.
And an excellent time
I'm
for a
talking
comeback.
specifically about
From
multiplayer
Blackbird
puzzle
Interactive,
stuff.
This is
Yeah.
Homeworld 3.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. I'm not believe it or not, puzzles have been done before, chat. There have been puzzle games.
Number 8.
Really?
Homeworld 3.
First batch of bombers rolling off the line. Looking good.
Oh man, this game's gonna be cool. I'm excited for this game.
Homeworld 3 is a 3D strategy game set in space, but it's incredibly cinematically compelling.
When we were first starting up on Homeworld 3, we were thinking, what are some of the coolest spectacles you can think of in the universe that you would want to play in or around?
In essence, Homeworld 3 was really our original dream of Homeworld 2. The problem was, in the late 90s, early 2000s, the vision for Homeworld 3 was utterly impossible to make.
Massive coronal sun ejections, massive battles in asteroid fields.
Massive environments with these giant megaliths, you know, like gigantic Death Star-sized things that would create an interesting landscape for the player to move their units through. We had to wait 20 years before we could do that. So anyone who's interested in strategy or strategy-like games, we want to immerse basically anyone who loves science fiction.
For us, Homeworld 3 is a love letter to the fans of the franchise that have been with us over the last 20, 22 years. And with Homeworld 3, we want to just continue that amazing feeling that you got from playing Homeworld 1 back in the day and give that to you again. You can play Homeworld 3 at the pace that you want to play. Tactical pause are going to allow you to actually just pause the game 100%. We have a classic controls, which you'll know and love from Homeworld 2, and then we have our modern control scheme. And that one is built around FPS controls that you know and love from the games that you've played before. So MOBA players, RTS players from other games will be able to quickly understand, okay, if I want to go somewhere, I just click on this element here. Cinematic combat is such a huge pillar to the franchise.
Is sounding so
we want
good.
you to be able to get in there, find the coolest camera angle, and enjoy the spectacle. For anybody who's never played a Homeworld game, they'll be able to get right into the action.
Oh,
we wanted choke points. We wanted interesting strategic decision making for the player.
When engaging in combat, terrain will actually matter. We have tunnels where you can actually take your fighters and frigates through those things, and that will actually remove you from the enemy sensors, so you can ambush them. You can actually use a larger ship to take fire for another ship.
So in Homeworld 3, we focused a lot on what wasn't already available for us within Unreal. We wanted to figure out the more distinct views that the game would have that separate Homeworld from any other game, which was mostly the skybox and the lighting to give that feel of being in space.
That's weird. Can you not wishlist it? Oh, I guess it's already out.
The ship understands how much coverage it has from that, which will affect the concept of fog of war in the game. We knew that we wanted persistent damage on the ships, and so then we focused on what that system would be like.
You'll see the history of your battles as you go
through
that's right. It's up here. The whole campaign. Please wishlist and pre-order the game. We're super excited to have you.
Yeah, wishlist is up there. That game's gonna be good. March 8th.
A myth, a tale of a long-forgotten saint. For there was once an empty potential about to be birthed into existence.
Oh, this is that shroom game.
Greeted by short-sightedness. Although nigh honestly covetous, nor completely barren, it swallowed up everything that was given. The saint, reincarnate as fit and proper, but never aware. Dictated from beyond by blessed ignorance and idle hands. Uji's solidarity, like a utopian humble. Blessed be she. Life is naught given, but received, and her worth lies therein. Blessed is she.
Game looks wild, but it looks like, yeah, I'm not sure.
Blessed is she.
Perhaps you've heard of an obscure little indie game called Stardew Valley? Or maybe the hundreds of cozy life sims it inspired. Whilst its imitators are busy trying to rebottle the farm life lightning, Stardew's solo dev is leaving the barnyard behind. From two editors at PC Gamer, Lauren Morton and Molly Taylor, let's hear more about this highly anticipated follow-up.
Number 7, Haunted Chocolatier.
Molly, you and I end up talking about cozy games on the PC Gamer Chatlog podcast quite a bit.
Which is why it's so exciting that its creator, Eric Baroni, is currently working on his next game, Haunted Chocolatier, where instead of us being on a farm, we're like running a chocolate shop instead, which sounds super exciting.
We haven't seen a whole lot about Haunted Chocolatier yet. We've seen a brief trailer and we've seen some screenshots. We've seen like boss battles potentially. We've seen a bit of the new cozy town. We've seen some expanded combat over the Stardew Valley formula. So we're definitely anticipating hearing more about it as it continues development.
So I'm really excited to see how Baroni is going to take that formula and evolve on it. And I have a pretty good feeling that Haunted Chocolatier is going to be setting the standards for cozy games for years to come.
Assistance required on the corner of 5th and 24th Street. A gas station has exploded and we require immediate medical attention.
Received loud and clear. We're on our way. ETA approximately 5 minutes.
Whoa. Huh. Okay. I wonder what the actual gameplay is going to be like there.
The crusade is about to overwhelm us. The crusade is on the rise. I have to warn everybody. We must keep them from reaching the Enclave at all costs. Lorelei, it's been an honor fighting by your side.
Likewise, my friend. But we'll make it out of here. That's a promise. Fate brought us here.
Kind of homey.
We did not come by choice.
It's like homey plus auto battling.
The silence that devoured my home. Please, guiding star, send me a sign.
Queen Lorelei of Erengard, they call me Murdoch. The bird will guide you to my side when the time comes.
The crusade brings you a better future. Soon, there shall only be silence.
The void will devour everything.
I might be reading this wrong, but this looks like a basic mobile version of like Heroes of Might and Magic with a pretty veneer. Anyone else getting that?
Firstborn, starborn,
It looks like super simplistic,
down,
like
we are
super
all
just
as one.
yeah.
A vibrant blend of 4X management and
Is that what it is?
card-based RTS battles, Songs of Silence releases in spring 2024. Next up on the Most Wanted Highway, a game that knows nothing beats a road trip. Just you, your car,
Pacific
the
Drive?
open road, and the interdimensional horrors bubbling forth from reality's cosmic wounds.
Hey, nice.
Number 6, Pacific Drive.
I am really looking forward to this game. Yep.
The Olympic Peninsula, the crown jewel of the Pacific Northwest. Its unmatched views and quiet solitude offer everything you need in the most beautiful place on Earth.
There is no cause for alarm. Take shelter in the closest pocket of stability in your area, and please refrain from thoughts or memories of home.
The chain of events were in plain sight. Strange accidents leading to the government's claim of eminent domain and subsequent seizure of the peninsula. The evacuation of 100,000 people. And the attempt and abject failure at containing rumors that spread like wildfire. Hours before Arda came to extract us.
Some zone secrets are best left secret. 8. 7. I don't even look up at the sky anymore. 6.
Was she a myth, martyr, or monster?
5.
Nothing had more potential than limb technology.
4.
And look what it did to the Olympic Peninsula.
3, 2, 1. I have the distinct honor to introduce to you the American people a new scientific frontier where the raw power, the potential is limitless. On this day, we welcome
That looks so badass. that looks so much fun, and that music looks it sounds fantastic. Yeah, dude, I can't wait for that one. I cannot wait for that one. Did it say when? February? February! Oh, I didn't realize it was February. Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Hey, Cohh. Time to go fishing.
What is this game? Mortal Crux? Oh, it's got Booba too. Booba. An action RPG in a sprawling medieval world.
I just love that we're seeing smaller studios take a swing at Souls-like gameplay. Mortal Crux is coming soon to early access. Coming up, we're nearly at the top of our list. It's time for a second helping of Helldivers as the most wanted countdown continues.
Number 5, Helldivers 2. If there's one thing we value, it's interstellar combat with giant acid-belching insects, or as the fine soldiers of Super Earth call it, democracy. Now shooting in third person, the Helldivers redeploy for co-op, and our panel of experts can't wait to enlist.
2023. Wait, what?
Helldivers 2 arrives on PC for some co-op Starship trooping on February 8, 2024.
Some co-op Starship
trooping? We turn to the unholy rebirth of a 2009
You can't do that, Frankie! You can't do that, Frankie!
When Hell's throne sits empty, its greatest devils march to war in this stylishly sinister game of ungodly grand strategy.
Oh my god!
Here's the latest trailer for Solium Infernum.
She's doing her part. Chat.
Set in the bureaucratic nightmare of hell, Solium Infernum is a political strategy game like no other. The Prince of Darkness has vanished, and to ascend to the Dark Throne as ruler of hell, you must prove to the infernal conclave that you are the most powerful archfiend of all. Equip powerful relics and cast rituals that can turn the tide of battle. Command legions, summon colossal titans, bribe minions, and attempt to outbid your fellow archfiends in the bazaar, Hell's blind auction house. You'd best learn the rules of Hell fast, and how to exploit them, archfiend. For it is malice and malevolence that win favor in Hell. Insult and extort your enemies, goading them into open warfare. Or worse, humiliation. Scheme in your sleep with asynchronous multiplayer, investing just a moment each day in games that can last for weeks. There are no loyalties here in the Abyss, and betrayal is the name of the game. Solium Infernum isn't called a friendship destruction simulator for nothing. Better to rule in hell than serve in heaven.
History is defined by moments when its greatest himbos collide. In January, the world will stand witness as Yakuza's very best boys unite for an ocean-spanning RPG adventure, and probably like some mahjong. Like a Dragon earned high marks from our voting crew. Let's see what Sega's got cooking.
Number 4, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
Lately, our old friend, the Seiryu clan's been acting mighty suspicious.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Hasuga-san.
I'm sending you to Hawaii. There's someone there who wants to meet you.
I don't.
It's your mother. Akane-san.
I'm not gonna watch this part.
What the hell's going on?
No, I have to. Okay,
Freeze. Kiryu-san? High time you met the head of the Barracudas. Name's Dwight.
Barracudas are after me. Akane-san. They're after her too, you know.
You seen this?
This is someone else. Yanja.
You trying to tell me there are Yakuza in Hawaii?
The head of Kazuma Kiryu. What better trophy than the head of a dragon?
I really, really need your help, like, right now. I'd take a bullet for a bud any day.
He did.
Take cover! You can always turn a new leaf, but you can't turn back the clock. All you get is the precious time you're given. You ready for this, Kasuga? Let's do this.
That was Yongyi, wasn't it? Not bad. I mean, we only heard a little bit,
your
but
chance at our gaming PC giveaway. Follow the QR code on screen now and complete our viewership survey. Once you're done, you'll
Chat,
be
I know,
in the
chat's
running
very
to win
salty
a
about it,
custom
but
AC
we'll see.
Mirage PC created by the talented guys at Blue Horse Studios and boasting a Core i9-14900K CPU
I'm
from
so
the
excited
show's
for it.
presenting sponsor, Intel. Hell yeah, free computers. We're just a few games away from the #1 game in our countdown, and from showing you some exclusive gameplay footage I think you're going to like. But first, here's another game from our wishlist, Crown Wars: The Black Prince.
War, your great passion. How appropriate, for it makes you blind to our ascension. We were here well before your kings.
Oh wow, yeah. Are they really not putting Stalker 2 on this?
We will be here after your empire.
That's a good point.
We are domination. We are power.
Are we really not going to like talk about Stalker 2?
We are blood, death, multitude. We are the terror that whispers in the dark. We are the chaos in all things and the order within chaos.
You may be many things, but we have hope.
If I was going to do that, I think I'd rather play
Manage
King
your forces
Arthur.
for medieval tactics in Crown Wars: The Black Prince, coming March 2024. Sometimes PC gaming gives us games that empower us to make games. Our next studio visit is with the group behind Everywhere, an ambitious creation platform currently in development. Let's hear a little more about the big vision behind Everywhere.
A creation platform. Yeah, you can kind of say Roblox is a creation platform. So is UEFN, actually.
Hey, my name's Adam Whiting, Assistant Game Director here at Build Rocket Boy, and I'm working on Everywhere.
You're the assistant game director on something that's not a game? Sir.
So it's a world of creativity, exploration, and discovery underpinned by really high quality systems that hopefully inspire the next generation of games creators and world builders.
Hi, my name's Leslie Benaziz. I am the game director of Everywhere and Mind's Eye, founder of Build a Rocket Boy. Everywhere is a place where players can tell their stories, where they can build their own world. There's shooting elements, there's driving elements, there's puzzles. Players can build UGC, take part in many different experiences.
User-generated
and also
content.
play a AAA game called Mind's Eye. Tools, which we call Arcadia, they're a part of Everywhere, so you don't have to jump to a separate executable to trigger them. We built
Yeah, this is like a more advanced version of Roblox.
UGC in mind, so it's inherent to the games.
Arcadia, I think, is a really wonderful suite of creation tools that we're using internally to build content within the platform. I think that's really important. If you're using one set of tools and then giving a lesser subset of that to players, they immediately realize the limitations of the tool set they've been given. Whereas we want everything that players play within Everywhere to serve as inspiration because they have the same tools that we use to build that experience.
So you could look at Utopia as the hub where you socialize. It's where you come into the games, meet up with your friends before you decide to go play the entertainment that you and your posse will like to.
It's a place that you arrive in within Everywhere, and then you can use it as like a launch pad, jump into any.
I don't know if I'd say it's more advanced. Roblox can do a lot. Yeah, but I mean, it looks so much better than Roblox. Is what I meant.
You can jump into the.
It's a more advanced graphics
types
platform.
Of content, or you can jump into anything you want to through our portals or through invite some other players. But essentially, that's the kind of foundation that you use to kind of experience all these other interesting kind of facets and gameplay experiences.
The progression system of the game, the actual gameplay of Everywhere sits within the biomes, and then you've got these abstracted other areas which we call arcs, and they're pieces of UGC content that we build and our players will build, and they're held separately from the main world.
They're connected by virtue of the fact they're all part of this one ever-evolving, ever-changing world called Everywhere, and they're all connected, so using the same character and the same data to kind of traverse these different experiences, but they're not causally related or narratively related. You know, we were intentionally take a very light touch with the narrative within the game because we want this to be a world where players have agency and they have freedom to infer their own.
This sounds very lofty.
World building within the space, and we don't really know what they're going to do with it, and we really want to earnestly kind of move forward with them and help them build this world with us. If you were kind of able to take part in like a shared reality with other players of all different types, who had all different types of backgrounds and experiences and wants and needs, but they're all being fulfilled by the creative potential of one particular platform, I think that'd be a really exciting place to be.
That's Roblox, and I bet. You just literally said Roblox.
It's more of an infrastructure test.
It's like
first people moving into this world,
okay,
be able to check out our systems, allow us to do a lot of kind of testing of the back ends, all that kind of stuff. But they're also going to be kind of the intrepid explorers, the first into this brand new horizon, the first people to experience the tools and be able to build some really cool content with them. We're keen for everybody to get involved. You know, like I said, this is a game that's been built from the very beginning with people like you sat at home watching this video right now in mind. So I implore you, please come to everywhere.game, sign up for the alpha.
And we're very excited to hear player feedback.
Time for a new world. Let's build it together.
Am I skeptical? Well, it just seems like there's a lot there, and it's very, very unfocused. That's the big thing. It's unfocused.
We're closing in on number 1.
Wishy-washy. So it's like there's some cool ideas there, but you know, it's I'm not sure.
Number 3.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
2.
Okay. I honestly expect
After
this. I thought this might be the first. So Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to be 1 or 2. And what's the other one going to be?
Neither can its developers. In Supergiant's first sequel, Hades is imprisoned and the Titan of Time is loose. You're the witchcraft
They already did GTA 6.
princess of the underworld, striking out against the forces of Kronos.
It'd be great if it was Stalker
it's really
2.
something to imagine how Hades 2 could build on the.
I don't think they're going to do Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader's next week, so I don't think it's going to be Rogue Trader.
Game.
They already did Avowed. They already did Silksong. Fable? Fable belonged in that category where they, you know, we don't know anything about the new Fable. I'm actually very curious what it's going to be. I'm 90% sure one of them is going to be Final Fantasy, but I don't know what the other one's going to be. It's going to be Emberville? Oh, my game? Yeah, probably. Probably. Final Fantasy VII isn't on PC. Oh, you're right. Oh, it's a PS5 exclusive. You're right. They already did Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah, so it's not going to be Rebirth. They already mentioned Death Stranding 2 earlier. Bloodlines 2? Maybe? Bloodlines 2 feels a little weird. I mean, they just announced that it was going to be taken over. They already did Dragon's Dogma. Elder Scrolls 6 has been addressed. Oh, Judas? Ken Levine's new project? Maybe there's really not a lot of info about that, but maybe Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. I feel like that's a little niche for like the top 1 or 2 spot, but I don't know. It is very popular in like the critics realm. But I don't think it's big enough. Last of Us 2 remastered. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god.
You know, we don't think of the PC as the birthplace of platformers, but we continue to see outstanding 2D and 3D platformers release each year. Nice. Okay, Elden Ringers. However many boss kills you've got under your belt, the greatest test for every Tarnished is, well, it's Millennia. The second greatest test is patience. And by God, FromSoft, haven't we been tested enough? Torrent needs his exercise. As we scratch
the Elden Ring
DLC lands between the details, let's hear from some of our voters about what they're expecting from this expansion.
Oh, really? An expansion?
Elden Ring.
Oh, I don't know about that, man. That doesn't feel right.
I'm extremely excited.
I mean, I know it's going to be big.
DLC,
It's not.
Shadow
There's no question.
Personally, I'm hoping
But I don't know
they'll
about that.
introduce a new vast area to explore that gives you that same magical feeling.
I guess they
as
never
exploring
limited it
Limgrave
to
for
full
the first
games,
time.
but
Just something new and exciting around every corner, pretty much. In terms of boss fights, I'm hoping there will be bosses that are even harder than the base game. If we go back to previous From
I don't
Software
know.
games, typically we've seen
I should have
the
been on this
best
panel.
and the hardest
Yeah,
bosses
funny you'd
are
say
in
that.
DLCs. Some examples would be
Whoops.
Medir, Gale, Orphan of Koth, Sister Fried, Menace. I would definitely say. It would be thrilling to see if they could come up with a boss that's even more difficult than Millennia. Story-wise, I think we'll get a greater understanding into Millennia's brother Mikola, which has been very much hinted and talked about in the main game.
I mean, this
All in
is
all,
hugely hyped.
They can't release
so,
this DLC soon enough.
Like, I get why they'd put it here. If they weren't.
One final RPG featured in our show today is the return of a true cult classic. We saw this studio right at the beginning of the show with horror game Still Wakes the Deep.
Oh,
but
Vampire.
they're also working on the second
Here we go.
coming of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
So this is a mention. This isn't on the list.
Tell me, Willem, what rumors have you heard about me?
That you were there in Cairo. They called you the Slayer.
And what will I be to you, Willem? And to this lonely, forgotten warehouse?
You're exactly what he said you'd be. I guess that makes it easier.
Makes what easier?
What happens next?
Before we find out which game tops our most wanted list, let's recap the top 25 so far. Still Wakes the Deep, Sword of the Sea, Holston, Persona 3 Reload, Harold Halbert, Star Wars Outlaws, Skate Story, Menace, Avowed, Dragon's Dogma 2, Frostpunk 2, Gloomwood, Grand
Yeah,
Theft
dude.
Auto
I guess
6,
this really means that there's going to be no
Tekken
mention
8,
of Stalker 2.
Hollow Knight.
I don't think I'd be surprised.
Silksong,
I'd be pleasantly surprised if it took the
Marathon,
top spot, but
Path of Exile 2.
they really haven't even
Unworld
mentioned
3,
it.
Haunted Chocolatier, Pacific Drive.
Watch it actually get the top spot.
Hell
That would be
Delivers 2,
amazing.
Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Hades 2, Elden Ring, Shadow
I'm trying to think
of
what's
the
more
Earth
hype than
Tree.
the Elden Ring DLC. If we're going just by like raw hype.
We've ranked 24 of our 25 most wanted games, each capturing
Oh, it's gonna
a
be
different
Skate
piece
or
of our
something?
fascinations. We've had meditative sword surfing, demonic skateboarding, eldritch road
It can't be
tripping,
Final Fantasy VII
whether
Rebirth.
it's
That's a
the
PS5
three-dimensional
exclusive.
space strategy
I thought
of
that too,
Homeworld
but
3, or the ever-expanding universe of build crafting and Path of Exile 2.
I wonder if it'll
the
be Skate.
Most wanted
Yeah.
represents the games we can't
Well, I thought you
help
said
but
Skate in the
hug
big
for.
list of things that were
But for
coming.
our panel of
Maybe not.
experts, one game more than any other had a clear hold on our hopes. This game received the highest voting total from our panel of critics, developers, and content creators. It's the long-awaited return of a series that found wonder in jammed firearms and crackling Geiger counters.
No way! Seriously?
And dystopic beauty that's never quite been matched.
Oh my God!
This
That is
game
awesome!
Is a testament to developer fortitude. This is a project that's weathered wartime, including office relocations and most recently, a severe studio fire.
Applause,
Here
please.
is our most wanted game.
Dude, wow. Over Elden Ring.
Number 1. Stalker 2.
Wow.
Heart of Cornoble.
Hello,
what did you just
everyone. I'm Yevgen, the CEO of GC Game World and the game director of Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. Recording this video feels almost surreal as I accept the award for the most anticipated PC
Oh my God.
game. Being here proves that several elements much larger than myself aligned for this moment to happen. Firstly, it's about you, our fans. Many years ago, when the journey we had planned concluded, you refused to leave the zone. You enriched it with stories, love, and life.
This is my most played
Ensuring
franchise
that
on Twitch, by the
legacy
way.
continues through the
Stalker.
years. You've shown us that there are still goals to achieve and stories to tell. Your passion has guided us throughout this journey, and I can never express enough gratitude for that. I consider this award
Yeah, I've
a
done full
symbol of your
playthroughs 4
unbreakable
times,
trust.
I think.
Secondly, it's about the journey itself. This path was extraordinary, marked by dedication, passion, and commitment from
Oh no,
everyone
chat, this man doesn't
involved
blink.
to deliver an unforgettable experience.
He doesn't believe in blinking.
I feel blessed to lead a team like this, and I dedicate this award to those talented individuals. Stalker 2 stands as the biggest and most complex game in our lives. It was ambitious from the beginning, but evolved into an ultimate challenge. It holds extreme significance and a deeply personal connection for us, crafted amidst the most stressful conditions imaginable, including the pandemic, war, relocation, cyber attacks, life threats, and more. Additionally, it's about the legacy. Stalker began as a PC franchise and has always been loyal to the PC community. Receiving this award at the PC Gaming Show feels like a confirmation that we will remain true to our vision and roots. This holds
Sounds like a
extra
half blink.
significance for me. I understand that discussing somber topics during a gaming show might not be ideal, but I'll take this opportunity to address the situation in my homeland. The war still goes on in Ukraine. Those currently fighting on the front lines, including GC employees, are real heroes. Not all of them were trained for this, they simply couldn't turn away. Stalker 2 was important
They actually
for us
lost
even
a member of
before
their
the war,
team
but now it stands as
that
a
went to
national
fight.
product, aiming to convey Ukraine's unbreakable spirit to the world. Today, we celebrate our victory here, while simultaneously striving for our homeland's ultimate triumph in the future. I am overwhelmed with the joy to recognize that Stalker 2 entered the final phase of development. Fellow Stalkers will soon reunite in the zone once again. Thank you all for this award. I assure you it holds far more meaning than I can express in a foreign language. Now I want to show you the story trailer we have prepared for this occasion. Please enjoy.
You asked me about my good luck charm. Remember? It's an empty shell.
Decided to play soldier? With me? Dimitri and I were just discussing a certain puzzle we found in the zone. But we can't quite seem to get all the pieces to fit. Maybe you can figure it out.
It reminded me that we used to be puppets.
I took just one awkward step, and my whole world plunged into darkness. I'm sorry, Strider.
That was the day the perceived fields were turned off. Suddenly, the voice of Monolith was gone. I felt as if I was awakening from a years-long coma. And through the scope, we saw the body of an unknown soldier fall.
We had a simple choice. Sit back and just wait for another super emission, or take a chance and get control of the anomalous energy.
Only I didn't choose that path. Unlike you.
Damn, dude. That's so much kind of more oomph than previous Stalker games. That's wild. Looks great. Looks
Thank
great.
you for joining us in counting down
It's gonna
the
be
PC
so
gaming
buggy.
show Most Wanted. And
Oh, I can't
thanks
wait.
as well to our sponsors
Just like the
at
last
Intel
ones.
for helping us put on this broadcast. And remember, all of the games featured in today's show can be found on the PC Gaming Show Steam page at PCGamer.com.
Man, I can't believe that's
/wishlist.
awesome. Wow.
The Most Wanted list will continue in 2024. The overflowing bounty of PC gaming does not
Good
quit,
stuff, man.
and neither will our judges. But before then, we'll see you back here in June 2024 when the PC Gaming Show returns. If I can find my way out of this bunker. They've locked me in and I
That was a
think
fun
they're
show.
about to turn the lights out.
That was actually
Thank
really
you
cool.
again for watching.
That was cool. That was fun. Yeah, I had a good, that was actually a great watch. That was a great watch. I liked that. That was really good. That was good. Let me see here. Cornoble. Yeah, that was a thing. I know the PoE stream is soon. Unfortunately, I got a meeting I got to go to. So, let me see here. Oh, wait. There we go. Yeah, I got to do a meeting. Actually, let me verify we're actually doing it. What time is the PoE show?
Seek fluid intake.
30 minutes? Okay. Oop. Give me one sec, chat. Yeah, that was fun. I had a good time with that. Okay. Oh no, we're good for the meeting now. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna do the meeting. So we will watch the PoE 2 stuff later. Yep. Actually, hold on. He says that the meeting won't even take 30 minutes. So maybe I'll jump back on. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm not even gonna run ads. I'm just gonna turn it off now. Do this meeting, and then I might jump back on for the PoE stuff in just a little bit. So I will see you guys in just a minute, and we're gonna go from there. So back soon.